I'm going to need 1 second here. All right, let's bring up Bukov. Okay, all set. So he's playing against Cosmo on the top, and Bukov has 3 Avacyn's Pilgrim on the table to accompany his 2 lands.
Middle.
Huntmaster of the Fells for Cosmo means he doesn't have to cast any spells for a while if he doesn't want, but a Thragtusk is going to be a substantial addition to the board for Bukov here. Bukov right now is in 2nd place. He's not in a true win-in, but he'd put himself in a fantastic position of making the top 2 here, as he would have 46 points and put himself really right in the fray of it here. Avacyn's Pilgrim and a Farseek for Cosmo are going to help really accelerate his mana development here and give him access to some big plays as we go deeper into this game. No cards in the graveyard yet for Bukov. He's got a Thragtusk and triple Avacyn's Pilgrim plus a Gavany Township, which in a lot of ways is all you need. Here comes the Thragtusk, enters the red zone, and it's just going to hit for 5. No Gavany Township this time. Is it going to be another Thragtusk? Yes, it is. Another one is going to bump Bukov all the way up to 28 as he just keeps on playing sweet value creatures. He can activate that Township anytime he wants. Oh, Mizium Mortars, though, for Cosmo is going to wipe the board and leave Bukov with just 3 Beast tokens. Devastating play for 6 mana there.
Overloaded. Wow.
Yes. That was nasty. This board is a lot different than it just was. Only 2 3/3 beasts now. Now he still does have attacks, and he is going to attack.
He doesn't have the mana anymore because a lot of his mana came from those.
Yeah, and the way that this game was looking to go was that those Avacyn's Pilgrims were going to become 2/2s and then 3/3s and then 4/4s and win for him. All right, we're going to see a double block here to take out one of the beast tokens. A land for Bukov. 2 cards left in his hand. Let's see what he's got. Unburial Rights to get a Thragtusk back, and he is just going to keep grinding away. His life total is not at risk as he's at 33. He's got 8 power with Cosmo on 13. Cosmo plays Kessig Wolfrun. He's got the Huntmaster of the Fells. It's a little bit lonely here. Well, it's joined by a twin Huntmaster of the Fells. That's going to give him access to a pretty sweet play next time. Next turn of just not playing anything, transforming both of them, and be able to throw around 4 damage wherever he wants, along with taking a little chunk out of Budakov's life total. Not as relevant at this stage. Locks it on Smiter, joins the wolf that was made from Huntmaster of the Fells. Now, it does look like Bukov has Gavany Township mana up. He's not going to use it. He's just going to tap the Township and make a mulch. Mulch is going to discard a bunch of good stuff on Burial Rights. There's a Centaur Healer as well. None of the heavy hitters that Bukov has access to. But Centaur Healers and Thragtusks are pretty good to just keep playing over and over and over against the creature deck. See if he wants to use it on Burial Rights right now. Looks like he's going to do it. There's another Thragtusk.
Wow.
Hi, Rich.
Hello. I just want to give you the real highlight of this, which is that if home loses...
All right, hold on. We do have the play that I was talking about a second ago. Sorry to interrupt you, Rich.
No, go.
But these are 2 Ravager of the Fells appearing here as Cosmo just said, I don't have to do anything now. I'm just not even going to bother playing a spell. He also only has 1 card in hand. They're both going to transform, and he's going to get to throw around 4 damage, so he can take out the Beast, or he can take out a Thragtusk. It will knock Bukov back down to 34. Go ahead, Rich.
Amazing scenes in Malteko against Silenced 1. It is turn 5, and a Somber Wild Sage has turned into an Angel of Serenity for Malteko, and if he wins, he is one of your finalists. If he loses, and Butakov and Jorge Panazzo both win, they will be your 2 finalists, both on 46 points.
Crazy. All right, turn's been passed as the Thragtusk was taken out by the double Ravager of the Fells triggers. There's a looming Kessig Wolf run in the background here for Cosmo that could become important later in the game but isn't currently, as Bukov is at 34. All right, we have an all-in attack here. 2 Ravager Fells, a Loxodon Smiter, and the Wolf even are attacking. All right, we see Bukov instantly block and then change his mind a little bit as he's starting to figure out what kind of things Cosmo could have in his hand. Kessig Wolf run's nice, but it's not going to get the job done here. And Bukov takes a big hit and goes down to 22. Only blocking with a Thragtusk on the 2/2 Wolf token. Here's a Farseek post-combat, and I'm sure, at least I'm pretty sure, Cosmo's going to be able to play another spell here as well. And that's going to incite those 2 Ravager of the Fells to go back. No, it doesn't look like he is, actually. Gavany Township activation goes on. And that is going to make an impressive board state here with a 6-4, 2-2, and double 4-4s. And that's it. It looks like Bukov has won that game. I'm assuming Cosmo conceded here to the potentially lethal damage.
Okay, so if Bukov wins, Home wins, and Penazzo wins, you're going to have a tie for second place to see who goes into the final. There'll be a tie break based on all the usual stuff. Count back this, count back that. But here you see, Silenced won. He's at 9 life against this incredible start from Maltego, looking to secure his place in the final. Somber Wild Sage into Angel of Serenity. 4 spirits, thank you very much, have come down. There's a beast there as well. So right now, Maltego is in with a fantastic chance of making the final. If he wins here, he's in. Nothing else matters. That is not the state for Butakov, not the state for Penazzo or Eekland or Yamashita or the outsider coming into this last round, Sam Pardy. Those are the 6 battling for the 2 places in the Magic Online Championship Final this year. Another Angel of Serenity. Goodness gracious me. It's all Maltego here in Game 1.
Wow, that board looks decidedly lopsided, doesn't it?
Really, yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
Silenced is down to just 2 life. There's Sever the Bloodline for Angel of Serenity, though.
That's not going to do much.
No, I mean, no. Avacyn's Pilgrim? No, you're just dead.
All right,
Here
so
we go.
Assuming that Maltego wins that one, I've got Eekland up on my side. He's one of the guys in the fray near the top there. He's playing against... Is that one over? Are we calling that one?
It is over.
Okay.
We are done. Back to you, Marshall.
All right, so on my side, I've got a much different looking match here. Pyromaniac on the top is playing against Eekland. Eekland's in the thick of it here. Oscar on the top of the screen is not. He's got a sweet mountain there, though, from Zendikar. A Blasphemous Act just completely wiped the board, but an instantly awesome refresh here was Champion of the Parish and a Silverblade Paladin. Pair him up, get a trigger from the Parish, and all of a sudden he's got a powerful board again. Now a Gloom Surgeon looks like he's ready to start cutting for Oscar on the other side of the table.
The Gloom Surgeon's been
it's insane.
It's been a thing.
He's facing down two double strikers and kind of doesn't care. All right, both of them they're going to attack, though. Gloom Surgeon's going to jump in front of Silverblade Paladin. Oh. Still thinking about the block, but it does look like that's what's going to happen. No, he's going to jump in front of the Champion of the Parish. He wants to get rid of that while he still can. And he does exactly that. 2 cards are going to hit the exiled zone, and another 2 after that. It's going to drop Pyromaniac down to 13 thanks to the double strike from Silverblade Paladin, but leave it unpaired and alone, and he just has to pass the turn back here. We were watching it. Couple of spirit tokens for Pyromaniac. And a Restoration Angel is going to enter the battlefield here. That's going to reset the Silverblade Paladin and make a pretty scary 3/4 double strike Angel, though those 2 spirits will hold it at bay for a little while. Pyromaniac certainly was aware that that was the most likely play after Eekland passed the turn with 4 mana up.
just need a complementary mechanic to Soulbond. You need the new mechanic third wheel, and then you can give them all trample.
I like it. All right, Mayor of Averbrook comes down, and that's going to mean that the Silverblade Paladin can now attack, though it's just going to get blocked by the Gloom Surgeon here. And the Restoration Angel is going to get chump blocked by a Spirit. And let's see if Pyromaniac can find a way to wipe this board.
I mean, if your name is Pyromaniac, you probably have some ways to clear the board.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen Blasphemous Act and Searing Spear, so that makes sense.
Just to give you a back table update, Jorge Panazzo, who's fighting for one of those spots and obviously jockeying for a position in sort of the payout, is down a game to reigning champion Reed Duke in his match, and is currently trying to muster an army with only one land.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah,
we see a tragic slip just took down Silverblade Paladin, making that Restoration Angel a lot more manageable. And there's also Olivia Voldaren on the board now for Oscar, so he's looking to be in good position and, in fact, wins the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back
so
in that game, he ends up going 7-2 versus probably the safest mid pick in Alchemy.
Yeah, I do. We're looking at it right now. There you see, he did find that second land. He's able to complete the battalion. Well, the battalion's not ready to attack for a turn, though.
But they're assembled.
Yeah, he's got 2 Boros Elite. He's got a Champion of the Parish. And next turn, he's threatening to attack for quite a lot. Reed's down to 14.
Okay, I'm checking back in on Bukov versus Cosmo. This is a big one for top 2 considerations, and Bukov is way up against it. He's got 2 1/1s. In fact, he has no 1/1s. He's at 10, and he's facing down 9 power. It's not looking good here for Bukov in game 2. But he won game 1.
I knew those Mizium Mortars were going to be awesome.
Yeah, he was right.
So we're watching here. Reed is thinking.
Budakov's not done yet, though. He's on Burial Rites and a Thragtusk right now to help stabilize the board, so this is still a fight. Quick update from Rich Hagen. He's out there keeping up. Yamashita's up to 44 points now. He's going to need some well-timed losses from his competitors.
He's going to need, like one player can win, but he's going to need, some combination of almost everybody but one of Malte, Dimitri, Andreas, and Jorge to lose, and Sam Pardee. So we see a Mizium Mortars and a Tragic Slip take down 2 of the 2 members of the battalion for Reed Duke. Manages to stabilize pretty well. Just a Boros Elite pecking away. He falls to 13. A manageable life total for him. But now we see Burning Tree Emissary.
That's usually the start of very nasty things.
Into a Mayor of Averbrook. The battalion has been reassembled. They're all big. Well, most of them. But he's going to be attacking for 4 with that Boros Elite, 3 with that Burning Tree Emissary, and another 1 with that Mayor of Averbrook.
Man, if Reed can play land and Bonfire here.
Land Bonfire here is very good.
That would wipe the entire board. That's not bad either.
He's got a Hunt Master.
All right, so it looks like Bukov has lost game 2 against Cosmo.
It's a big loss for Yamashita. It's what he needs to happen.
Yes, but Bukov still has another game to go as he won the first, so that's going to be a big one. Yamashita's probably watching it. Standing behind, maybe ribbing him in a direction or 2 here.
So Jorge Panazza is in pretty good shape here. Only has 2 lands though. I mean, he's got a pretty impressive looking board. but only 2 lands, and he's
Malteco's now 1-1. Okay.
considering his options. What's he going to do? Goes to his attack step. Sends only the Burning Tree Emissary. We're going to see a pair of werewolf activations here. A couple of werewolves triggering.
Why don't we come over to this one? This is Malteco, and if he wins this game, he's in.
Yeah, let's definitely flip to your screen.
Okay. All right, so here we are. Malteco on the bottom. This is a win and in for him. If he wins this game of Magic the Gathering online, he is in the top 2.
It is probably not the biggest game of Magic he's ever played in his life.
This is not the finals of a daily event here.
Yeah.
This is massive. And he's got an Overgrown Tomb and a Forest, plus an Angel of Serenity and a Lingering Souls in his graveyard right now. He's facing down Silenced One, who has double Avacyn's Pilgrim, Mulch, and Angel of Serenity. All right, flashback Lingering Souls. Play a land, tapped, and pass the turn back. So he's starting to build up the creature base that he's going to need to win this. Both players are playing Junk Reanimator. Silence One has no play for the turn. Grizzly Salvage, main phase. Reveal the top 5. 5 have entered the exiled zone. Or the revealed zone. He put Avacyn's Pilgrim in his hand and the rest of the cards in his yard. He flashed back Lingering Souls. That was one of the things that ended up in the graveyard. And he's going to get in there with the 2 spirits. So he's starting his campaign here. He's going to knock Silence One down to 18. And he's got 4 creatures, plus we know one of the cards in his hand is also an Avacyn's Pilgrim. And a Grizzly Salvage for Silenced One as well. He's going to reveal. Let's see what he gets. This could be big. Angel of Serenity, Pilgrim, Grizzly Salvage, Overgrown Tomb. So, no, not big. Not too bad, but you want to see Unburial Rites and something huge.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what you're looking for. Let's see what he put in his hand. He put an Angel of Serenity into his hand, so he must have a lot of land. Or already have the Unburial Rites going.
I can tell you
Plays Vault to the Archangel.
I can tell you that Dmitry Bukov is
How's it looking for Bukov?
resolving an Angel of Serenity off of a multiple Avacyn's Pilgrims.
Okay, he just
so
hard cast
turn
it.
5, just hard cast it.
All right, so on our end of the table
cleared
here,
the board.
Speaking of cleared the board, BDM, Sever the Bloodline just took out all 4 tokens.
Oh, wow.
So those are gone. So no more pressure for Malteco, but it is his turn and his opponent's tapped out, so he has free reign here to start adding that pressure right back to the board. Angel of Serenity is in his graveyard already, nothing else worth Unburial Rightsing here. So a Thrag Tusk it is. Perfectly reasonable plan. Looking like a Restoration Angel here for Silenced One. There it is. Can't be countered. Not that it was going to be anyway. And he does go ahead and block as well. Malteco says, sure, that's no problem. I still get a 3/3 beast out of the deal and have my 6 land, which he's going to play untapped, meaning he's casting something. Well, there's a Pilgrim.
And then another Thrag Tusk.
Looks like it. It could also be an Unburial Rites.
It could be a hard cast on Burial Rites.
Yep. He's got 4 cards in hand, so he's got some options.
Oh, boy.
It is an Unburial Rites, and it's on an Angel of Serenity.
Bukov just won, by the way. He just won his match against Christopher Hartman with Angel of Serenity. I mean, with Restoration Angel on Acidic Slime to just keep Christopher Hartman off of having any kind of mana base.
That's so mean. All right, on our side, Angel of Serenity is now on the table. It got back a Thrag Tusk, also an Arbor Elf from Malteco's graveyard, and on Silenced One, it took away his ability to get his own Angel of Serenity back. Now, it could put it into his hand if that Angel of Serenity were to die, but he'd rather have it there than outside. Now,
yeah, Budikov's win puts him to 46 points, by the way.
Okay.
And that means Yamashita is not able to cross the threshold into the top 2.
Okay.
He's at 44 points. We know the low water mark right now is going to be 46. 45. Oh, there could be a 45, right.
Yeah.
This is a big game.
Yeah, this is a massive game. Rich was just explaining the math. And if Maltico loses, it's going to jumble things up pretty significantly for the other players. If he wins, he's in. So he knows his task, and he is doing a great job so far. He's looking at Angel of Serenity, Beast Token, and an Avacyn's Pilgrim bashing into the red zone.
Sounds like a Restoration Angel.
Yeah, just a Restoration Angel. It's not going to do a ton here. It's going to eat the Beast Token. Still going to take 6 damage, though. The question is, does he have something like a Tragic Slip here? We know there's a Sever the Bloodline sitting in Silenced One's graveyard. He doesn't have enough mana to flash it back quite yet.
I think we're going to see.
He also needs a second black source.
I think we're going to see a Vault of the Archangel activation here.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. He must have had nothing else to do.
So he's going to Death Touch that Restoration Angel.
That's true. And there's an Orzhov charm to destroy target creature. And it's going to be the Angel of Serenity, so that thing dies, and now Silenced One will get his back. It will also give Malteco, though, his own Thrag Tusk, and he can even play the Avacyn's Pilgrim that he gets back from it, too, with his Temple Garden. So Silenced One is 1 mana away from being able to cast his own Angel of Serenity here, and he has it. He plays it on tap. That's 9 life for him, but here it comes, Angel of Serenity. He can get back a couple of Restoration Angels. He can take away his opponent's Restoration Angel.
And effectively destroy. He can also effectively destroy 2 mana.
Yes.
For Malde Hol here.
That's right. Or maybe even just 1. He did. He just took both of them away. He said, "I'll take Angel of Serenity out of your yard, so you don't get to use this on burial rights on it, and take away your mana too."
Okay. I have a couple more updates.
Okay.
Jorge Panazzo has lost. He is out.
Okay.
He was defeated by Reed Duke. Dmitry Budikov, that means, is our first confirmed finalist.
Wow,
the Magic Online Championship. If Holm wins, he will join him in the finals. If he loses and Eekland wins, then Andreas Eekland would be in. There's a lot on the line here.
Wow, there's a lot going on right now. We're going to try to keep you as up-to-date as possible. We've got Rich out on the floor bringing you score updates. We're watching another Angel of Serenity here. This is a full-on Angel fight. This is like the 4th one we've seen enter the battlefield. It's going to take out the other Angel of Serenity and something else.
Don't open that up. It's too much.
There's a little too much going on there, yeah.
Don't look under there. You know, it's like when you clean and you have to do it in a hurry and you can't really clean, so you just shove everything under the couch.
You don't look first.
Just don't look under the couch, please. Also, don't tell my wife that's how I clean.
Oh, yeah, fair. I will not. I promise. You might not want to say it when we're live on the air next time, but I won't tell it. All right, Silence One's turn. More updates from
I believe
Rich
we're going to get a result
here
on the Andreas Eekland. Eekland did win. That's 45 points. Okay, so simple math for Holm. Win, in.
Yes.
Lose, things get complicated. He will be in a 45-point tie with Andreas Eekland.
Okay, and then we're talking tiebreakers.
And then we're talking tiebreakers. I don't know what they are.
I think I would just choose to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. If given those choices,
why wouldn't you?
I think I would just choose the win option, and I think that's what Malteco has in store here as well.
Are we going to see a Sever the Bloodline?
He does have the second black. No, he's got another Angel of Serenity, as we have just seen Angel of Serenity after Angel of Serenity here over and over and over. So now this one's on this side, and it's got 2 Restoration Angels
Yeah, obviously, the tiebreakers are standard DCI tiebreakers.
Sure,
opponent match win percentage, et cetera,
games
et cetera.
won, as it goes down the line. Couple of Avacyn's Pilgrims are facing down an Angel of Serenity. And a Thrag Tusk now as well for Malteco means that he's in an okay spot in the sense that he's at 32 life and he's able to attack thanks to the Vault of the Archangel. But man, Angel of Serenity's big.
This is not the game 3 that Malde Hol wanted to find himself in. He would have been very happy taking this down in 2 and not having to sweat.
Oh, man, and Silenced One is giving him
everything. I mean,
he's serious sweat here.
And keep in mind, there is still a Sever the Bloodline to somewhere lurking in that vast graveyard of his.
Yeah, the good news is that Vault of the Archangel is going to do a lot of work here for Malteco. I mean, even if he ends up with just a 3/3 Beast and the 2 Arbor Elves, he can just keep attacking.
Right.
That Angel of Serenity can't do anything.
It can't even block an Arbor Elf.
No. And Malteco's set himself up so that he's at 32 life, facing down 9. He can get there. All right, so interesting question here for Silenced One. Does he attack? He needs to start chipping away at that life total, and he's going to be very aware that he's not going to have the ability to block very well here. But if he attacks, it means that Malteco doesn't have to use Vault of the Archangel. He can cast other stuff instead. He does attack.
Although he can just negate the attack with his Vault of the Archangel anyway. He could just gain 7 here. I mean, if he wanted to.
For sure. And he doesn't have any reason to be worried right now. Sitting at 27
he's got a lot of life to work with here.
Now, Craterhoof Behemoth is always something you have to be aware of, but there's not a lot of creatures on the side for Silenced One. Okay, there's a Lotleth Troll. It's an interesting addition to the deck.
A very interesting card I wasn't expecting to see.
He does have black mana to regenerate it. Here's a Gavany Township as well, but this looks like a Craterhoof Behemoth here from Malteco. It's going to resolve. It does. It hits the battlefield. It's going to give everything +4/+4 and trample. 9/9, 9/7, 5/5, 5/5. He's attacking with everything.
That
there
certainly
is
looks lethal.
a Vault of the Archangel for Silenced One, but that's it. Malteco's in.
So our 2 finalists, Malde Hol and
Bukov.
And Dmitry Bukov.
Wow.
Wow.
That was some intense stuff. Those guys traded Angel of Serenities like 5 times before Craterhoof Behemoth finally ended things as it likes to do.
Wow.
So do we have any other matches still outstanding that we can keep up on? We can
check in on Sam Party playing against Ari Malka. And we know, Sam Party was fighting for a position here. He's playing the Aristocrats, an updated version, and Ari Malka is, I'm just going to assume, playing Junk Reanimator. Look at that.
You did it.
With Somberwald Sage, which is a new card that we're seeing in this deck of late. So Sam Party has a Champion of the Parish with 2 counters on it, paired with a Silverblade Paladin and a Doom Traveler. Pilgrim Sage and a Spirit Token for Ari. All right, we see an attack step lined up with a Falconwrath Aristocrats, the namesake of the Aristocrats deck.
One of them.
One of them. The other I heard someone refer to as a Martell Aristocrat now.
Oh, really? That's cute. Martell Aristocrat. I wonder how he feels about that.
I'm sure he feels quite good about it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Vault of the Archangel. This is a card that's really come on.
Yes, absolutely. Again, we've seen all of these activated lands from the Innistrad block.
And I saw we had the The
we had Kessig Wolf Run.
right.
There was Nephalia Drownyard. We've seen Vault of the Archangel and Gavany Township all here in the
Sure, and
standard.
we also saw the red-white
Oh yeah, and Slayer
Stronghold.
Stronghold. So we actually seen all of them in play here in standard.
and put to very good use.
Yes, absolutely. Turns out when your lands become spells.
7 mana here. Oh, 7 mana for Angel of Serenity. I think I might just
That's
take
a good
apart
card.
your team here. Says Ari Malka.
He's going to leave the Doom Traveler. Wow, that is so powerful.
Gets back his own Thragtusk,
Yep.
moves the Aristocrats and the Paladin out of the way.
Ooh,
Oh,
that lethal?
Conscripts.
that is lethal.
Sam Pardee takes
Wow.
it with a Zealous Conscripts. Literally
Yes.
takes it with a Zealous Conscripts. And I believe that was our...
That was it. That was our last one.
Wow. So,
Take
I
a
mean,
deep breath.
Sam's